Alright, so what we got next?
Jupiter's Legacy.
Okay, the new one on Netflix.
Another superhero.
Another superhero.
Do you think it's getting a bit played out now?
I think, do you reckon that, like, I don't know, whoever commissions these or signs these off or tells people what we're looking for in this day and age says, alright, we're looking for superhero stuff. This is what we want. We want superhero
be so
stuff.
bait though.
I don't get it.
But it seems a bit mad though. To be fair, like everything right now that
so
comes
you got The Boys, you got Invincible. If you want to switch it over, you got My Hero Academia, you got One Punch Man. Like there's just so many Umbrella Academy.
Ooh, yeah.
There's just so much superhero
that ain't
powers.
really, but it's like those
superheroes is where the money's at.
Well, yeah,
I think that's probably you
won't get your Oscar, but you get
yeah.
Obviously, because if one of them slaps, then you're laughing.
It goes off.
Because we was talking in the group about toys and stuff as well when it comes to Thundercats getting cancelled. Yeah. So if you get one of them with like the little toys and this, that, even if the show's over, you're still getting paid from it. But
nice.
I'm tired of this now, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, hit us up with the synopsis.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into this one.
Same makers who did Invincible.
What this? No way, is it?
Is it Image Comics or something like that?
Oh snap! I did not know that.
Okay.
So there's slight gore in it, isn't it?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
All right. So the first generation of superheroes has kept the world safe for nearly a century. Now their children must live up to their legacy in an epic drama that spans decades and navigates the dynamics of family, power, and loyalty. I didn't really get that from that.
I mean,
I've got the legacy thing. When you watch it, you get where they're going with Jupiter's legacy, his children and all that.
But it's only the two kids, though, isn't it?
Yeah, only the two kids.
Yeah, no, but they've got the other kids as well, isn't it? So the brothers.
I think everybody's got kids in there.
Yeah. Have they?
Well, they have, but they haven't shown up in the show.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? I don't mind going first.
Yeah, you go first. No, let's let our guests go first.
We're
polite like that.
Yeah. Where's my manners?
So the one thing I got from this show was God exists in that universe. You don't get that in superhero shows. They never reference Jesus, God, but in this, big man, Utopian is praying to God in it.
Yeah, I did. I didn't really clock onto that stuff.
I was like, wow, because you want to hear Captain America? Talk about. Get me? So that's
because they are the superior.
They are the gods over there.
You reckon that has something to do with the way they got their powers,
though? What with God?
No, as to why they reference God like that, because they wasn't exactly born with.
Thing. Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. Get me? But I think they're trying to keep it grounded, trying to make it deal within our world.
And that's another thing I've realized about all these superhero things. Like the more spin-offs that come off of them, the more human they're trying to make them.
They're trying to concentrate a lot on their life as
and
well,
less
not
about
just
their powers.
less about their. This wasn't really. There was only a few bits in this that was related to their powers. The majority of it was more about their lives.
To be fair, I don't know what most of their powers are. They all seem to have the same powers, apart from my man, the psychic.
That's what.
Everyone can fly.
Pretty much strong.
Everyone was strong. Yeah. Everyone could fly. A couple people had like some beams and
different colours. There's different colour beams. That's about it.
I mean, with this one, it was a bit weird for me because I really struggled to watch this for like the first. How many episodes was there? 8?
It was like
for like the first 6.
It was 8 volumes.
Yeah, why did they?
I don't know.
Because
is that the comics? Was it by the book?
It wasn't a comic. It was they were graphic novels.
Oh, okay. Were the volumes? Was the volumes? So
no,
was
it wasn't volumes. It was book 1 and book 2.
So was book 1? Oh, there was only 2 books.
It done? Yeah, there was only 2 books.
Okay.
Oh no, 3 books.
Okay, cool.
So this Jupiter's Legacy is the 2nd book.
Okay. So what's the first?
They
book?
fused it with the first one a bit.
Ah, okay. So this was a really tough watch for me for like 6 episodes. I really struggled, and if it wasn't
Why did
for
you
this,
struggle?
I just found it shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even want to go into like specifics of why I thought it was shit. I just thought it was shit. It was boring. The fighting was dead as well. That fight that they had with the guy
at the beginning.
Yeah, like the guy that they cloned him was maybe it could be one of the worst animated and the worst action.
There was
fight.
a few dodgy scenes when they were flying.
And when they was
fighting, yeah.
Like, it's like it was putting them with string or something. You know when you close the curtain?
Or when you're on like the trolley and someone's pulling it and you're just like that.
It was so poor.
The animations was weak, so I'll say that.
But I won't lie. When I got to I think it was when I saw the watch. Do you know when it was on the boat?
Yeah.
And I saw the watch. I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to bring round. Like, I see they're trying to intertwine it now. So then I was like, okay, let me give it a chance. When they got their powers, that was one of the weirdest things I've seen. I've seen on TV, man.
That made me question their target audience. I was like, who is this for?
That was like, what is going on? Like, and it goes, no, it's not about him. It's about you as well. I'm like,
and then within that moment, like everything, like all of a sudden, all my emotions forgiven. Yeah, everything's forgiven and forgotten. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't like this at all, boy. This was mad depressing. I don't like my superheroes that depressed, bro. Like I really don't, bro. Like they were miserable bastards, bro.
Real life stress.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like their attitude on this whole I don't want to kill anyone bullshit. But yeah, everybody's getting murked. I'm like,
I never understood that.
Yeah.
I get.
I didn't even like his reasons. The reasons it didn't make sense. But just because your dad was some hustler and swindling people out of their door, you don't want to kill anyone as a hero now.
But there was a moment where I genuinely thought he was gonna let his son die for his code.
Yeah, he was, bro. He was.
You know, he wasn't gonna let you die,
bro.
Yes, he was,
bro. If the girl never did nothing, he would have died.
100%.
He would have 100% died.
It is.
Yeah,
the whole connection with the dad killing himself, which triggered whatever to
bro.
get vision.
It didn't make like. So who was your dad? Like, if he was this person. What the fuck does he care about
to these
some NEPs and that I don't.
It didn't make sense.
Bro, it took me, bro, you hear me? I'ma hold my hand up. You hear me? It took me about 4 episodes to click on that they were the same characters.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah. It took me, I was like, I knew he looked familiar. I just couldn't put my finger. I was like,
it's the Utopian. It's the Utopian.
Bro, it was poor as well. You should have clocked that, bro.
I didn't clock that at all, and then it made sense. But I didn't even like how they did that. I didn't like the way they were crossing
flashbacks.
The times. Like it was like
it didn't work for The Witcher, so I don't know why people.
And you know what? As well, there wasn't much difference in the switch. Like usually, do you know when you're watching something, it might be in black and white, or it might be.
And that's what was confusing about.
It was just like it was back in the day.
Bro, that's why it took me 4 episodes because I was like, this is just another story that's happening alongside this bullshit. Because I can't tell the difference of the time frame, like where they're at. Like it just,
It didn't make sense.
I didn't really like it.
I'll tell you one thing that really pissed me off with this show. The kids. The actors they chose are grown adults acting like teenagers.
Yeah.
I hate
them. They're moaning, whining. It didn't make sense.
They were like
big man.
30 years old, bro. They're like man's age.
Yeah, they would be. And even in there, because Utopia was like, he's in his 60s, bro.
It wasn't making sense. They should have got younger actors where the moaning will make sense.
It was.
They were miserable. Everyone was just miserable. Like, man don't like superheroes that, like, be depressed with reason. And, you hear me?
I said I don't like my superheroes that depressed.
They were miserable, bro. It was there in my head. And, what's his name? The guy that they cloned.
I can't remember.
Death Star. Flipping, I don't like the way they promoted him being, like, such
some fun or something.
But yeah, he was just... Even from the cover of this, like they had him on the front, I thought he was gonna have a bit more, like he was gonna be a bit more aggressive.
Even when they fought the real one, he was lightweight.
Bruh.
Do you know what? When that fight was happening the first time, when they was fighting the clone, I was like, rah, this man's mad strong, man. And then my man just jumps over and boxes his face off. And I'm like, nah, if you could have done that from the start, bro. Like, are you mad? But
bro, that's what was pissing me off. Like, they were getting weighed in, bro. They were all gonna die.
So everybody was holding back. The whole squad was holding back.
I don't want my squad to be.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want
my heroes to be holding back. Fuck that.
No, I don't want. If that's me, I don't want my man there moving like that.
Yeah.
If we're in a scrap outside the club, you better be giving your
hold back.
All their friends died.
Man's at the funeral.
Like 7 funerals.
And Pops is telling me about rules. Get the fuck out of my face, Dad. You hear me?
That man, like you said, man, big 30, you know. Man, big 30. Oh my
God. The daughter was just some drugged up whore.
Yeah.
Like, it was...
It didn't make sense.
Bro.
I felt like everyone had powers.
And how come my man, his best friend that had the son with the
with the stick.
Yeah, what was his name? Sky something?
Sky Fox.
Flipping. How come his son never had no powers?
Yeah, and even his addition was like, yeah, you turned them all against me. So I was like, shut up, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, everyone just seems to be in their feelings.
That's what
What the fuck,
I
bro?
thought
everyone was miserable.
the bad guy's son was the most interesting character. My man with the Mohican.
He was.
He was interesting.
He was.
His thing was sick as well.
It was.
Stick in it.
But I see what they did, because that wasn't actually his stick. That wasn't
Yeah,
That was, so you know something. To be fair, it looks like it could get better.
This is what I feel like. So the last couple episodes kind of made me. Well, they will make a second season. I will watch it. I will watch the second season.
Yeah.
But this, apart from like, there's 8 volumes. Apart from like 1.5 volumes at the end, maybe. And if you probably have to cut out a lot of that.
Yeah.
There was probably about an hour's worth of decent footage out of the 8. They gave me enough to
I feel like
watch the next season.
However, is this a watch it or not though?
Nah, I don't get into it really. Like, the only reason that I watched season 2 is because I watched season 1 and I forced myself through it. So now I have to.
You're committed.
Yeah, I'm committed.
Yeah,
like I'm in it. If I didn't watch it, I would have been saved. I could have gone my whole life not watching Jupiter's Legacy. Like, I could have done it. I didn't need to watch it. So for me, on that basis, it's a not. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's a not for me. Like, I didn't enjoy this at all. Like, season 2 is walking a tightrope. Like, I will literally drop down episode 1. Like, if it don't, you gotta come in hard. Like, come in hard. Come in hard. You hear me? Pause. Well, flipping, yeah, it's a not for me. It's a not. It's
what about you, Ken?
too miserable.
It's a not. Yeah, can't do it. I mean, I'd watch it over anything CW. But
it's almost like, how could you get this wrong at this stage? Like, everything that
You've got the
said,
blueprint. You've got the blueprint of what
you look at WandaVision, you look at Falcon. Just
yeah.
if it's not up to that level, don't. Bring it out.
Bro, it's there's too much to draw from as well. Like, because the superheroes can be miserable and depressed because it's been done. They're starting to do it in The Boys. They do it perfect.
Yeah, in The Boys. Yeah.
But yeah, this was. And who was the therapist? Because that was a villain.
Yeah, he was a villain.
Oh yeah.
That was all they gave us. He was a villain.
See, that's what I'm saying. It has a layup for season 2, but it's got a slap.
But you know what? I liked that dynamic because as soon as I saw that, I thought of
Batman and Joker.
I thought they having some sessions like
I thought that as well.
Straight away.
It seemed like that.
Especially because the therapist still seemed pissed. You hear me?
And my man was like, "You're the only one that understands."
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay,
especially when he said that New Year Batman.
Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, if you haven't tortured yourself into watching the first series, don't do it, and you can continue with your life. But if you have watched the first series,
then you're here with us.
Then yeah, and unfortunately, they've definitely got me to at least tune into the first episode.
They got 3 views.
Yeah, they got.
They got 3 views.
You got 3 views and you got 3 views and 1 chance.
Yeah.